Hello, everybody on social media. All right. I'm going to be posting this on a few platforms. So, whether you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or I don't know if I'm going to be doing it on Pinterest, or I'm sure I'm going to probably do it on school. But either way, I'm going to I'm going to just give you an idea as to what it is I'm doing. I'm Larry. I'm a I'm a life, business, and health coach located in Brooklyn, New York. I used to, although I'm a native New Jerseyan, born and raised in the New Brunswick area. But things happen, and I'm now in the Brooklyn, New York area, in the Midwood, near Flatbush. Actually, it's the Midwood section of Flatbush. Nice area. Anyway, you can check out my YouTube channel, which is Coach Larry. I'll be putting all my information in the show notes. And in the meantime, all I'm looking at right now is to give you a little introduction as to who I am and what, and just give you a little update as to what you can expect in future videos. I also had a couple of videos where I had a spiritual Sunday, motivation Monday, and even a healthy hump day, talking about health issues. And I think I'm going to bring those things back. But right now, just want to give you an introduction as to some of the things that I'm looking, just share some insights. One of the, in my practice, I help my clients do several things. I look at setting, setting your goal and, direction, up, strategizing your actions to get to that, to where you want to go. Of course, you don't know how, you can't strategize actions to get someplace if you don't know where you're going. So we help you to discover where you want to go, strategize actions as to how to get there, upgrade your skills. I can guide you in areas where you can upgrade whatever skills you need to get where you're going. And of course, optimizing the environment where so if you're looking to lose weight, and obviously you're not going to want to have an environment where you are always surrounded by pastries and candies and cookies and ice cream. But you want to have good nutritious food around, and not an overabundance of it. But I'm going to get into, but that'll be in my health sections, my health videos, and I'll get into those later on. And of course, strategizing your actions and optimizing your environment, upgrading your skills, as I mentioned earlier, and of course, you know, making sure that your psychology is well in other words, controlling your inner game. Most of the time, when we set out to do things, most of the time we fail. I mean, think about what happens in January. New Year's Eve, you make all kinds of resolutions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to take a course. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to, whatever it is. And you make a resolution to do everything you can to do that. Problem is that unless you do all these things that I just mentioned, I mean, you already focused on a goal, and you have to make sure that you make it specific and attainable. Don't just say, I'm going to make more money, or I'm going to lose weight. look to find something. A lot of times we fail because we're not either we're not specific in what we want, or we have excuses or roadblocks, usually mental roadblocks that impede our progress. Why is it that you make a resolution for New Year's January 1st, December 31st, January 1st, and by February you've given up? And the reason most of us like that, and I'm guilty too, is that we haven't we haven't mapped out a strategy. We weren't specific enough in what we wanted to do, or we didn't optimize our environment. We didn't whatever it was. We need a lot of times an accountability partner. I mean, if you just say it yourself and you don't involve anybody else, a lot of times there's nobody to have your back and say, "Well, aren't you going to do this, or why didn't you do that?" Not to be judgmental on you, but to give you that little kick, the fire under your ass, so to speak. And that's where it's at. Not years of therapy, not not being a parent saying do this or else, but a gentle nudge, because we all know what to do, but we don't always do what we know. To quote Tony Robbins. Now, there are a lot of now. What do I do? Well, I'm an accountability partner for business owners who are looking to increase their revenue and profit anywhere from 2 to 10 times within a certain period of time. Now, do I guarantee that they're going to 10x their profits in a year? I can map out. I can't guarantee anything. No coach can, because the work that has to be done by you. Got to do the work. It's just like going to getting a university degree. You could go through the classes, pass all the tests, be on the dean's list, A's and B's, even straight A's all throughout your college years. But if you don't implement what you learned, or if you don't put any kind of practice into it, then all you have is book knowledge and theory, not practical experience. One of the things my wife of the past 2+ years has reminded me that it's important to have. I mean, anybody can develop book smarts, but you also need street smarts. In other words, life experience. I mean, you can, it's like having a child. Any couple can get together and have a baby, but unless you have some way of knowing how to care for that child, raise it, feed it, clothe it, give it the right education, then all you did was have sex and give and bring a child into the world, but with no direction. You need direction. There's an old joke that says, "How do you eat an elephant? One piece at a time." There's no way in the world you can take your business to the next level, let's say 10x your business overnight. However, if you examine at the end of each day what you did that day for the business, whether it be advertising, prospecting for new business, uh, following up on old clients, customer retention, customer service, whatever it is, and then see where you did well, where you did poorly, how much time was wasted on non-productive work, and what you can do about it. I'm looking into virtual assistants, certain virtual assistants that are to help me put forth videos like this and making sure that everything works properly. Now, you're probably looking at this room here, and although it's not messy, it is, however, I don't have a lot of posters or books on the shelves or anything like that. I have that in another room. I want you to concentrate on you and, of course, on what I'm saying. Now, what are we talking about today? Right now, we're just doing a little, shall we say, a reintroduction of Razzle coaching, and I'll put more things in the show notes so that you can take a look and see where what we're doing, how we do it, and of course, I'll put some links in to let you know where you can build up, and of course, look at how you can bring in, how you can set up an appointment to go over what your needs are and without any kind of sales pitch. As you can see, I'm not looking. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and or if you're on Facebook, obviously like and send me a little note, and I'll set up. And of course, we can work out a time where we can chat about what your goals are and what you're looking to do. All I'm looking to do is help. If you're a business owner, especially in the health field, help you take your business to the next level and up it by 2 to 10 times over the next 6 to 12 months. And it is possible, but you need to know where you are, and we can strategize a way to get there and see what kind of skills we need to develop. But the only way to do that, of course, is to see exactly where you're at. And I also make sure that I keep all clients confidential. That's it for now. I wish you have a great rest of the week. And this Sunday, I should be doing revamping Spiritual Sunday. And on Monday, of course, it'll be Motivation Monday, just like I have done in the past, and I've kind of gotten away from that. And then, of course, and on Wednesday should be Healthy Hump Day. That's it. I wish you stay powerful, unleash your powerful self, because let's face it, it's not about therapy. It's not about what you know. It's about what you do. And sometimes you just need the accountability partner, and that's why coaching is so important. To get the results you want, sometimes you need someone to give you that push, to show you what you are capable of. Stay powerful. Have a great one.